Greetings from Lenawee County in the great state of Michigan. I am the Lenawee Trekker. It is April 26, 2017. I have a little jaunt that I have to make because I'm employed. Alright, well that didn't really make a whole lot of sense, and quite frankly, you can tell these things are not scripted. Alright, well whatever. But what's going on is today I was down at a customer's place down in Adrian, and I was doing some warranty work, but I couldn't stick around and make sure the unit was doing what it was supposed to be doing. I got it down to 41 degrees. Basically, what had been going on was it's a brand new unit. I think when we had that storm back in March, he was blacked out for a couple days until he had a generator brought in and brought his systems back online. I think what happened was they basically killed their power. He tells me it flickered a couple times and then went out. Well, you have these new control modules that are programmed, and butterflies farting in other parts of the world affect them here in Michigan. I don't understand why. I just know that they do. So when you have power flickering here in Michigan, that's not going to help things either. Ultimately, what happened was we had a runaway cooler that started thinking it was a freezer, and the customer protested, and I had to go in there. Well, ultimately, there was a little snafu. We worked out the little snafu and got the right parts and went in and did the job this morning, which proved to be a little bit more difficult than I had anticipated. But we got it up and running, and I got it down to a certain temperature, and I backed off the cold control and it shut off the compressor. So then I raised the temperature back up, and I got a call from the shop. It's like, okay, well, we got to have you out of there. We got another thing to do for it. You got another thing you got to do. We're sending a guy out to meet you with the compressor for another customer. How long are you going to be? And I told him probably about another half hour, 40 minutes. So I got it back down to where it was. I set the cold control up a little bit higher, and I told him I'll be back later on to check it out. So here we are later on. I've got a glove box full of tools, and of course the tools under the seat, which are probably useless for this cooler, but you know, you never know. But I'm making good on my promise to return and check out his cooler. I'm thinking after, oh, what is it now? 8 hours? After 8 hours, that thing should have come down to temperature, and we should be able to get a good idea. And I'm doing this on my time, but we should get a good idea about how this cooler's running. Now, I'm not going to give you the details, and I'm not going to be recording on the inside, but this is all leading up to an interesting little situation that I found here on YouTube. A lot of guys apparently are, well, they're overly reliant on their monetization on their videos. And I'm kind of wondering, really, how can something like that happen? But from what I understand, those of you who actually have people who are watching your videos make some decent money. I don't monetize my videos because, quite frankly, why bother? I don't want to have to pay YouTube to have them watch my video. Quite literally, that's probably what would happen if I monetized. I know I'm a small channel, and I'm okay with that. I really am. But how in the world can you get to the point where you're depending on YouTube for your income? YouTube is a hobby, people. Yeah, there are some people that are putting out some really good stuff, and there are some people that are putting out some iffy stuff, and then screaming that they want you to donate to them on their Patreon account. I don't do Patreon. I don't do monetization. I do these videos for the fun of it. I rather enjoy the editing process. I don't like the rendering process because I can't do anything else with the computer. Because my computer only works on like 368 smoke signals per second or something like that. I'm not sure how all this stuff works out, but I'm not sure why it does that. But you know, obviously I need a more powerful computer, but I'm not going to rely on YouTube to make my money. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you guys do. If I need extra income, I'll do something strange. I'll work longer. I'll do jobs for neighbors. I'll do whatever I have to do to make a little bit of extra money, and I've had to do it a few times this spring and through the winter. I don't mind it. Beats sitting around the house looking at my empty bank accounts and thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? But I sure as hell am not going to depend on YouTube for money. Oh my gosh, no way. Especially since you have all these advertisers that are looking at, well, you know, we don't want to have our product advertised on somebody who's got a conservative YouTube channel. Well, I hate to tell you folks, I'm about as conservative as they get. So don't advertise on my channel, please. Just don't. Yet I keep going back into my channel and I look at a video that I was posted so many years ago, and I think, wow, that was not too shabby. And I see advertisements like, what? Yeah, I've thought about monetizing them, but man, why bother? I don't want to have anything to do with that. Cool. I don't see it as a legitimate source of income. I don't see it as a anything that I really want to do for an income. Oh my gosh, doing this as a job? No, this is a hobby. And those of you who have shut down your shops and shut down your stores and decided to just make videos for a living, well, hey, more power to you. But you know, YouTube is a fad that is going to go away eventually. You do know that, right? I hate to say it, but it is. It'll go away. It'll go away just like everything else. Yeah, hey, you know, if you want to monetize, more power to you and good luck. But man, you better be able to make your videos within that little narrow video thing that there are guidelines. Quite frankly, I like the freedom of making my videos as cheesy and as cheap as possible. Ooh, new comic book store. I'm gonna have to check that out. Now, if I want to make money, what I do is I do something strange. And I work a little overtime. I have actually asked, hey, you got anything else for me? Anything else that's pressing that needs to be done? And sometimes I get lucky and, yeah, we got this one. If you want to go all the way over there, it's like, yeah, sure. Basically, at work, they try to keep you in one little area. Like today, I was working down in Adrian, so my next job was in Belleville. So, you know, I'm out this way. It's okay. Alright, well, like I said, if you guys want to do videos where yeah, you want to monetize to get a little extra money, fine, go for it. But remember, if you're monetizing it, you're working for them, and you got to meet their rules, their standards. If you're not working for them and just putting cheesy content out like yours truly, you don't got to worry about that. I can put whatever I want out there. I can cuss and swear and do all kinds of horrible acts. As a matter of fact, I feel a horrible act coming on right now. Yeah. I think I would start cussing. Yeah, here it comes. Booger! Thank you, Johnny Fever. Lenaway Trekker.